Welcome to Simple Sales for Superheroes, part of the Sticky Sales series. We're delighted that you've made what we're sure will be the first of many heroic decisions, and that you placed a little of your hard-earned trust in us, despite the very obvious fact that we've never actually met. We honestly believe that we can repay you by helping you along with our own hard-earned words of wisdom that are based on 50 combined years of experience at the sharp end. The first thing that every superhero should remember is that every person out there has free choice and that every action has consequences, a useful nugget that will serve you well in the coming years. We completely understand that there are a multitude of books and sales training courses on the market, but you've taken a decisive action to take a look at what we have to say. And even if you ingest just a smattering of tips from each chapter, the consequent effects will absolutely help you to be heroically happy and successful in your sales career. And who knows, you may even save the world while you're at it. This is not intended to be a definitive scientific sales training guide. There are a plethora of systems and acronyms out there for a more formal type of training, which, due to copyright laws, shall remain firmly nameless. You should, as we have, continue to take training wherever possible, as the learning never ends. Sadly, there is no magic wand that will transform you into an instant superhero. You must pass many tests and rise above the occasional failure on your road to legendary status. No, this guide is intended for you to dip in and out, taking note of whichever tips apply to you at defined stages in the sales, marketing, and accounts management process. It is intended to be easily digestible, friendly, and based upon the type of sales guide that we would want to read if we were donning underpants over our own tights. In fact, we like to think that our book could have had several alternative titles, such as The Common Sense Book of Sales, or The Book of Easily Digestible Sales Tips, or What We've Learned and What Actually Works in Sales, or How to Make Your Sales Stick. That's sticky sales, as opposed to a stick with which to beat your customer. Not a good idea, ever. You see, we believe wholeheartedly in sticky sales and sticky customers. While this may leave us open to certain unwanted and possibly lewd, potentially illegal connotations, we will reward your early commitment to us by not insulting your intelligence in any way, shape or form. Sticky sales is our concept of sales that last, sales that are repeatable, sales that are earned by good practices, sales that bond your customers to you. Because as sure as the sun will set again this evening, the best customer you will ever have is the one that you've already got. If you treat him with respect and professionalism and humour and responsiveness, he will bond to you like glue. And if you have many of these sticky customers who call you first whenever they need to fix a pain point in their organisation, then, well, as the saying goes, you tabulate the arithmetic. In the course of this book, we will impart and describe to you nuggets of information that we believe will help you through each stage of the sales process. This is not a scientific tome with role-play and tests and scripted pitch. Everything here is based upon real experience. Experience that has taught us what works and what doesn't work, how to play the long game with consistent business rather than the short game and quick isolated wins. We've tried to avoid cliché where possible, but have to humbly concede that any compendium of professional advice may sometimes veer this way. So, who are we and who the hell do we think we are, having the nerve to even suggest that you might need a little help from us in your endeavours? Well, I'm Steve Pinkney. My name derives from the French village of Piqueny in the Somme Valley near Caen. Ansculf de Piqueny arrived with William the Conqueror in 1066 and was awarded 80 manors across 11 counties as reward for his part in the conquest. His name is inscribed in the Battle Abbey roll as a companion of the Conqueror, and we Pinckneys are descended from his bloodline. And my good friend is Nadim Mohammed, a long-time buddy and business partner. His name is common within the Middle East communities and means a friend to wine and dine with, which is probably why we'd get on so well and connected in the first place. So apart from establishing that we're old mates, one of whom's ancestors may have inadvertently pinged Harold in the eye with a Norman arrow, allegedly, somewhere near Hastings 1,000 years ago, you'll be pleased to note that we also have extensive global sales and marketing experience in more recent times that will be much more relevant to you. We have worked together as colleagues, partners, and even as competitors in and around technology sales, project management, and service delivery since analog times, when ISDN was short for "it still does nothing," mobile phones were the size of house bricks, and superheroes like you had to save the planet without the benefits of CGI. We have each worked internationally for 25 years and successfully sold, delivered, and managed multi-million-pound technology contracts, primarily to the global wholesale banking sector, although we have experience in many other markets. We have been sales and/or operations directors for leading service providers with worldwide responsibilities and have also run our own businesses. Over the years, we have each recruited, trained, and mentored sales professionals, project managers, and engineers who have gone on to achieve enormous success. We have learnt from the great and the not so good. We have built our social and business networks upon honesty, respect, and consistency. Sure, we've made mistakes along the way, but that's actually a good thing. You never learn unless you try and try again. When we initially discussed the possibility of writing this guide, we set ourselves a simple task. We wanted to impart common sense tips for the sales superhero, the rookie just starting out in sales, or the more experienced salesperson who may just want a quick refresher on what's important, without parting with £2,500 or so for a formal classroom-based course. Everything here is taken from our real-life experience and how we learnt, often the hard way, what works and what doesn't. You're free to disagree with our tips at any point, but even if you take just 2 or 3 elements from each chapter and apply them to your own style and personality, then we believe you will see a difference. Your sales career is all about your customer. How many times have you heard that people buy from people? It is an absolute truth. We surround ourselves with people that we like. And why do people like us in return? Because the people that like us know that we put their interests first. We are interested in what they have to say. We care and we want to take their pain away. It's like falling in love over and over again. We're not suggesting that you declare undying love and devotion to your sales prospects. This would constitute a degree of weirdness and large security people removing you from their building. But a consistent empathy with everyone you meet will build you a fine network of friends, colleagues and customers. A network that you will enjoy and from which you shall reap rewards both on a personal and professional level. So thank you for your interest in Simple Sales for Superheroes. We sincerely hope that you enjoy our guide as much as we enjoyed reminiscing and putting it together. Good luck, good selling, and may your heroic transition to bona fide sales superhero be everything that you hope it to be. But before you continue, remember, with great power comes great responsibility.